Hello Sagittarius, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of April. Now Sagittarius, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, Sag, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so give me a follow there, but make sure you use the link in the description below. I only have one Instagram account. Let's see what we have here for you. And if you watch my content regularly, but you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. Really helps my channel grow in a big way. Same is true if this is just the first time that you are watching me. So I'm immediately drawn towards these, toward the double knights showing up in the top left of the spread here. And so I'll get into what I think about is going on there, but definitely interesting. So I think that looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is considered to be a way shower in the tarot. In other interpretations of the card, the High Priestess is sitting at the entrance of a spiritual temple, and they are somebody who may be capable of shifting your perspective, shifting your mind, and this could be done in a unique way, right? This may be somebody who holds esoteric wisdom or holds knowledge of hidden secrets or anything like that. The High Priestess can refer to anything that is hidden or mysterious. High Priestess is also a card of desirability. It's extremely hard to get with the High Priestess, and so the thing here is to consider when you get the High Priestess. Out of all of those messages that I just pulled from the High Priestess, the most important thing is it's a time for you to trust your intuition. This is the biggest card of intuition in the tarot. And you can see this by the fact that they are sort of being kind of coming out of water, right? And water can represent our emotions, but also our intuition in the tarot. And so you want to really trust your gut when you find the High Priestess. What's very interesting here is you have two cards of sort of building and acquiring knowledge right away, with the High Priestess on the bottom and the Hermit in the middle. And this is, what's interesting is that the knowledge that both the High Priestess and the Hermit contain are not necessarily found in textbooks, right? And so let's dive into that a little bit more. The Hermit here in the middle is somebody who's on a sort of solo path towards building knowledge, maybe even towards attaining enlightenment. You can see they're on this path here, and I like to say that this is the path of the sage. They are alone within the cosmos here, looking for answers, building knowledge, becoming wise, as you can see by the beard, the gray beard, the walking stick. And ultimately they find that the light that they are looking for is not only within the lantern, it's not found necessarily in a textbook, but indeed it is found within themselves. And so when you get the Hermit, it's a time to be introspective. It's a time to go within. This is true as well when you have the High Priestess. So Sagittarius, some of you here are spending time going within, obviously, at this moment. You're spending time alone. You're spending time with your thoughts. You're spending time trying to figure out what it is that you truly want and what you truly value. For many of you, I think it's possible that you place a high value on knowledge and knowledge building, on learning, on becoming an expert or becoming a master. And so some of you may be really resonating with that. Now, in the beginning of the month, you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Devil. So the Knight of Pentacles is about some sort of potential arrival, some sort of material event happening in your life. This is typically a financial arrival happening. As you can see, this person here on the Knight is coming forward, offering out a pentacle to you. Take note of the rabbit here, the nature scene. They are in a forest. This Knight in particular talks about themes and elements having to do with land, nature, potentially real estate, anything like that, working with the land, working outside, anything like that. It is a card of hard work. And but nights can signify events happening in your life if it's not a quality of yourself or if it's not someone else. So what I'm seeing here is you also have this Emperor energy, which is about somebody who's extremely successful in business, but someone who works extremely hard as well. And this is the energy of like being a boss, taking ownership of your life, taking leadership over your life. It's a good omen to find in career and business situations. Putting this together, I feel like some of you here have clearly worked extremely hard for an outcome in this month of April. It could come in the beginning of the month, but some arrival of an event based around your career, based around financial context. Maybe some of you are moving to a new place. Although we don't see the Knight of Wands, we have these double knights, which for me, whenever you get 2 or more knights, this is what I wanted to say at the beginning of the reading. Whenever you get 2 or more knights, there's going to be a busy period of time in your life. And so I definitely see a lot of movement in those areas for you. And this could be movement in your career. This could be movement in finances, anything like that happening here. Now, you also have this Devil card in the lower row. This is about, the devil is the energy of, I always like to say the devil's a card of our shadows, okay? None of us are perfect, and the devil exposes something that we may need to work through. For you, you may have there may be an issue around work-life balance. I see that come forward with the devil very often, especially in this lower row. When the devil is found down here, this can talk about needing to talk to yourself in a healthy way, making sure that you're not becoming too negative around a situation. It's interesting because you have this Temperance card, number 14, with the devil, number 15. So the Temperance provides healing and patience, while the devil is about impatience and potentially chaos. And so for some of you here, I think you're going to analyze something that you're looking at. I think you're going to start looking at the way that you view yourself in a situation in a maybe healthier way here in this month. I'll get into that a little bit more, but in the middle of the month, you have the Knight of Swords, the Hermit, and the Five of Swords. So this Knight of Swords is interesting as well because this can also represent chaos, but it's more about like an event that happens so quickly that it feels chaotic. Something that happens so quickly that you don't even really have a chance to catch your breath or to really even process something. It does say with that, it's a good idea to be quick on your feet, to make quick decisions, but to not be impulsive, okay? And so you can be a quick decision maker, but also not act impulsively. Some of you may be developing that sense or developing that skill at this time. It really does tell you to seize the day and take advantage of opportunities that may be coming your way. This could be around something to do with learning, as you have the Hermit and the High Priestess. This could be to do with something relating to money, career as well. So taking action on that at this time. And I feel like, some of you are really kind of, how do I say this? You're going through the school of life at this time. Like, I feel like you are participating in the school of life. And it's like whatever answer you're looking for is not in a textbook right now. You do have this Five of Swords, which is potentially loss. It's potentially defeat in your life. But the thing is, it's temporary and it's totally recoverable. The Five of Swords, the person here in the background, they're waving their flag. But as they do that, they get much stronger. And they understand that on the other side of this defeat, they will be much bigger. They will be much greater, stronger, and faster. In the end of the month, you have the Four of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Temperance card. So let's just go with this Temperance energy because you have the Devil and the Temperance in the 2 lower corners here, which is interesting. The Temperance card is your card. Okay, this is the card of Sagittarius. And this tells you to have patience, to balance yourself out in some ways, to have moderation over your life, and to embrace healing energy. And so it's the perfect antidote to the Temperance, to the Devil energy. The issue is the Devil comes after the Temperance. So it says that if you don't have patience, if you exhibit impatience, you will get that Devil energy. But as this is in the future for you, what I feel like you are doing, you're going back to the drawing board, you're analyzing a situation, and you're trying to look at something in a healthier way. You have the Nine of Pentacles here, which is about your financial independence. You can see that this person has grown something that is providing for them over the long haul. You can see the pentacles growing on the bush. So it's a very good card of abundance and financial independence. You also here have this Four of Wands, which is about marriage, but it can also represent a new start in your life. It can also say it's a good idea for you to lean in on your foundations and achievements. Let's go ahead and start to clarify this situation even more and see what we have here for you, Sagittarius. All right. Yeah, so you have more messages here of intuition. You have this Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing, and Eagle, see from a higher perspective. This is perfect. Those are the two perfect cards to find in this message, because you have this energy of you maybe going back to the drawing board, trying to acquire a new perspective, especially with the Hermit and the High Priestess here in your life. You have, look, Wise One, grow within your current situation, as well as Snake, shed old skin. Be wary of like a pattern or a habit here with the Devil that may be coming back in that you need to maybe transmute in some way, or you need to work through. You're becoming wise though at this time with Wise One, the Hermit, and the High Priestess, or you're becoming wiser. Not that you're not already, but that's what I feel like is coming in here. Let's see what else we have. All right, so let's pull some additional oracle cards. So you have look for a sign the situation will improve. Definitely like to see that. Then you have in the near future, as well as not the right time. So again, this energy of patience is important here. I also feel like there is divine help here with the look for a sign, Hermit, High Priestess energy. Definitely feeling that for you. All right, let's go ahead and see what else we get here. Let's pull some additional tarot cards to clarify this situation even more. Okay, so that's so interesting. I normally don't take pop-outs. Oh, we also have another one under it. But you have the Hermit here, and I think that looks like the Queen of Cups. Yeah, so you have the Hermit and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this Hermit card is extremely prominent in your reading. To get it in the middle and then to have that pop out like that. The Queen of Cups is about taking care of yourself, having compassion for yourself, also a major energy of intuition. So you have the Nine of Pentacles coming in once again, you have the Four of Swords, and you have the Chariot. All right, so the Nine of Pentacles, again, this is a major energy of you not needing to rely on other people, okay? Having your own thing going financially. And as that is with the Knight of Pentacles, that's a really big event potentially happening in terms of your ability to provide for yourself, in terms of an investment that may pay dividends or pay interest, or may be something relating to passive income. It's something you've worked very hard for and you've grown for a long time, and now here it is. You have this Four of Swords, which is all about rest, recovery, recuperation, potentially meditation, healing from heartbreak, as you see the Three of Swords on the banner above this person. Lastly, you have this Chariot card with the Devil. What I really like about that is the Chariot can represent overcoming external obstacles, or just overcoming obstacles generally. And the Chariot says that as you have self-discipline, you will be given a victory or reward. But this Devil here is an internal obstacle. It can be somebody who's maybe toxic, which would be external. But, in this case, I get the sense that you're overcoming whatever challenge is happening here with this Devil energy. Let's see what else we have here. So you have the Five of Pentacles, the Star, and the Hanged Man. Wow, Sagittarius. So that Five of Pentacles is quite the opposite message compared to everything else that we're seeing here. The Devil energy here with the Chariot, some of you may be overcoming fears around loss, poverty mindset, as you have this in the upper row. The upper row is your thoughts, your what's on your mind. When I get it in the upper row or the lower row, that Five of Pentacles, that is, it's typically around thoughts, thought patterns, ancestral patterns around money. And yeah, for some of you, you may be doing that because there's like a big event here with the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and then the Nine of Pentacles here in the future as well. So it's almost like I wonder if you're succumbing to fear at this moment. You have this Hanged Man, which tells you to really let go, really to work through any feelings of resistance around something. The Hanged Man's getting a little bit too comfortable here, standing or being suspended in air rather, where they are. They need to embrace a change. They need to embrace the death energy, which is the card that comes next to it. Number 13, the death card. Number 12, the Hanged Man, needs a transformation in their life. They know that they've pretty much learned what they can learn here, okay? And it's now time to act on the knowledge that they have. I do see you building knowledge. You have the Star, which is amazing. That's a major card of a wish being granted. This is also somebody who's standing in healing waters of renewal. And the Star says that there's clarity, there's hope, there's optimism for the future available to you. It comes after the upheaval of the Tower. And for me, I also feel like the Star can represent you being in the spotlight or being in the starlight. Definitely something I see when people are maybe starting a social media account or something along those lines. You have the 8 of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Amazing. So you have now 3 knights. So you have the 2 knights up here, and you have the Knight of Swords down there. What do we have here on the bottom? You have the 7 of Cups, which is about potentially being overwhelmed. But what I'm more interested in here is this 8 of Pentacles, which is like dedicating yourself to a task and dedicating yourself to becoming a master, especially as you have the Hermit, which is on this path of becoming a sage or a master. And you can see this person's working away hard, working diligently at something. And it's about building a talent or a skill, but it's a major card of having a talent. It's just diligently building up that talent to an even higher degree. You have this Ace of Wands as well, which is the spark of life. It is about potentially getting fired up about something and physically starting something. This is a combination that you would want to get if you're looking to start a business around a talent, especially around a passion project. So especially as you have that 9 of Pentacles twice, this clarifying the 9 of Pentacles, I definitely like to see that for you. Let's go ahead and see what else we have here. So you have Thief, Concern, Privileged Lady, Pathway, Thoughts, and Coffin. Ending. There's absolutely an ending. A false person. Interesting. Okay, so I would say that's interesting. I would say trust what you feel about somebody, because the High Priestess can conceal secrets. They can hide secrets or withhold information from you. You have this false person with Privileged Lady, and both of these cards could indicate gossiping or maybe even toxic energy depending on what's around them. You have the Devil as well, and Thief. You have actually the 2 most challenging cards here with Thief and Devil. Thief, false person, and Devil. So I would say it's interesting that this is coming in now. If you feel strongly about taking a path that you feel guided on, I would trust your gut on that. Don't let anyone talk you out of it. There is an ending with somebody, I think, in your life. I don't mean death or dying. I mean, some people come in and out of our lives for a reason, and some of you that could certainly be happening. Working through any feeling of being trapped around your financial situation here at this time, because there is major opportunities for you on this board with the 8 of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles twice, the Star. Major opportunity. So thank you so much for being here, Sagittarius. Really appreciate your time. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Feel free to check out my email list. There's a link to that in the description below. I'll see you in the next reading.